Welcome guys to a brand new video on Black Clover Mobile. So in today's video what we're going to be doing is going over the top 10 best characters in the game. So I usually make this video whenever we get a new meta shift. So we recently got Julius and we recently got Noel. So obviously, you know what, let's go ahead and take a look at the top 10 best characters in the game. Now currently in the game we do have a lot more stronger characters than how we started out in a game. So there might be actually some really good characters that I have not included in this list. Unfortunately they just didn't make it, but that's to be expected with the amount of really top tier characters in the game. So there might be some characters I have not included, but don't worry, they are still very strong. So I'm going to be going over the top 10 best characters right now. This is going to be a series that I keep continuing to update as more characters come out. So right now I made this video because of Julius and Noel being in the game. In the future when we get newer top tier characters, I will make another updated one as well. So to make sure you guys don't miss out on that video, so make sure you are subscribed to the channel and make sure the post notification is on. If you guys enjoyed this video or you agree with this list, then go ahead and click the like button. Now within this list they are all going to be in order. So number 10 is the weakest out of the top 10 characters, and number 1 being the very strongest in the game. So obviously you guys might agree, you guys might disagree, so go over to the comment section to tell me your opinions as well, whether you agree or whether you disagree. So let's carry on with the video and let's start. So coming in at number 10, we have a unit that a lot of people have actually forgotten, and that person is actually Fauna. So Fauna is actually a pretty top tier character, but because a lot of us just skipped on her because her banner wasn't that good because they had Veto, a lot of people don't actually have Fauna right now. But don't be mistaken, she's actually a very top tier DPS character. Now spoiler alert, in the future we are going to be getting a different Fauna that is absolutely insane and in my opinion a must summon. So I will be making a video on that, so if you guys don't want to miss out on that video, like I said, subscribe to the channel. So yeah, this Fauna originally is like an AoE DPS character. So this one is she does a lot of AoE abilities, as you can see from her skill 2 AoE DPS. If you go over to her ultimate as well, once again it's also an AoE damage as well. Going over to her combination attack, you don't really actually increase, you don't really need to focus too much on that, but she is a very top tier DPS character. Like I said, the only reason why people don't talk about her, or many people haven't made a video on her, is simply because she's not outdated, sorry, she's just not being focused on because not many people actually pulled her because it would be risky. And obviously right now we do have Julius, who is a blue typing, so yeah, she kind of falls off against Julius. But if you guys are looking for a top tier blue type DPS unit that does AoE damage, then Fauna is the character for you. So yeah, that is Fauna coming in at number 10. Now coming in at number 9, we actually have Charmi. So honestly, when I heard about Charmi, season 2 Charmi, a lot of people were saying, damn, she's the best healer in the game. I can't lie, I prefer Mimosa, and that's why Mimosa is a lot higher compared to Charmi. But Charmi is a good character, but one thing to note is that since she is an HP scaling character, you actually do need to get her HP to be considerably high to see a very good amount of heals. That's what I've realized. So you have to actually focus a lot on her gears to make sure that HP can actually heal, or HP is good enough for that heal. She primarily works as a continuous healer, so the amount of healing she provides you isn't initially high, but it does become impactful when you don't need the skills, but because the characters will still get that heals coming in. So it's not a huge burst of heals, it's more like continuous heals, and that's what she has for you guys. So she is a top tier blue type healer, and a lot of people are looking for some good blue type healer because the only one we have is the normal SR Charmi, but this one over here in my opinion is definitely better. But compared to that SR Charmi, who has great single target heals, this Charmi works on continuous healing, but she is still a top tier character, and that's why I've included Charmi at number 9. Now coming in at number 8, we do have this red Asar over here. Now even though she is at number 8, I can't lie, I haven't built him up. If you go over to my account, let's go over to him. I actually haven't built him up, so he's very good top tier red type against bosses, but due to lack of resources I just haven't really worked on him too much. But he's definitely the next character I need to go ahead and build, because whenever we have like bosses, world boss, he's going to be a great character that I can use over there. He has the ability to do extra damage against bosses, great single target with extra turn as well. Just all around the best, one of the best DPS character. Now because he's a red type, and obviously right now we do have Noel, who just is better overall. But this Asar, don't sleep on him guys, trust me, very top tier character. So that is why this Asar is coming in at number 8. Now coming in at number 7, we have the Mimosa, season 1 Mimosa. Now I actually prefer this character, like I said, over the Charmi, the season 2 Charmi, simply because she does have great heals overall. Plus, she does have the ability to revive, which the SSR version of Charmi doesn't. However, one thing to notice about this SSR Charmi is actually she does have this SP recovery, which is actually good, plus the defense buff, which is overall like better, I guess. But because you might require this like burst of heals initially, and as well as this revive, it makes Mimosas more likely to be valuable on your account. So that's why I place Mimosa a bit higher over this Charmi. But both of them are very top tier. So my Mimosa isn't as built up as my Charmi over here, surprisingly, but I need to focus on her as well. But she is extremely good at healing, one of the best units for PvP as well. So very top tier character. Now coming in at number 6, I have included Raidus. Now initially I wouldn't have placed him up this high on my list, simply because at the time he came out, there's not many characters that fully can utilize this character. So like when the game came out, not many characters really required Raidus. You needed a blue type tank, so Mars was overall better. But Raidus right now, with the addition of 2 new characters, he has become an amazing character that honestly, if you guys want to build a good PvE and PvP team, Raidus is up there to be one of those characters you require. He has the ability to provide shield, and with the release of Noel, his want ability, or want ability, I guess that's a word, of Raidus increased, because that shield does stack. Now in the future we will get multiple characters with shield that honestly, once shield are stacking, shield becomes absolutely toxic in both PvE, well PvP content mainly, but PvE as well, to ensure that you guys don't die. Shield become absolutely insane. You can stack shields, and Raidus over here is stacks based on his magical attack, sorry. And then if you work on his ultimate skill, you can increase the barrier even more. Plus in the future, when we get more shielders, he just keeps getting better and better. The only issue I have with him is that his shield is locked behind his ultimate, which has like an 8 SP requirements, which kind of sucks. But overall, he also does have great other buffs that you can provide, increased defense, and this damage over here is not that bad, but not that great either. Also has the ability to taunt as well. Once he puts his shield, technically you can let him die. So he isn't like a character that needs to stay on every single time, especially when his SP requirement is kind of high for his skills. But he is still a great character that he can tank as well. That shield is very tanky. It's only for 2 turns, but it also has the ability to provide status element immunity, which is actually very good. Anyways, coming in at number 5, we have Raya. Now I would have initially placed Raya a lot higher, but like I said, with new top tier DPS character, he kind of fell off, but he's still a absolutely amazing character. And as more content on let me go over to, I forgot what it's called, but in normal challenge, so Halls of Illusion, as more stages unlocks, Radius becomes an absolutely must in that stage. So trust me guys, he's absolutely a strong DPS character. He does have AoE capability with his skill 1, and then his skill 2 does deal decent amount of damage. His ultimate is insane guys, honestly. I definitely need to scale this higher, but extra damage from him. And then if you pair him up with Litz as well, damn, the amount of damage you can provide, you can deal with him, is actually insane. So that is Raya coming in at number 5. Now coming in at number 4, we have Mars. Now initially I thought his combo attack wasn't that good if you didn't pair him up with Lotus, but I take that back. His combo attack is actually insane. This is AoE stun, guys. It's only a 40% chance, but as you upgrade it over here, you have it to be 50% chance to stun, which honestly is very, very valuable on both PvE and PvP content. Not only that, it does have the ability to tank extremely well, has the ability to taunt as well. The skill 2 has the ability to decrease defense plus stun, which overall is great in both PvE and PvP content because it increases your damage plus stops the enemy from attacking you. Then he also has the ability to taunt as well. If he is your main tanker, he's going to be absolutely amazing for that. Taking a look at his passive, 5% reduced damage taken when being attacked, which is obviously required when he's a defender unit. And then this one over here grants all allies debuff immunity for 1 turn, which is honestly insane for both PvE and PvP content as well, stopping you, well, mainly PvP, stopping you from getting status elements on your characters. Very, very tanky unit as well, especially when you focus on his defense stats. His ultimate isn't the greatest, but you know what, provides fortified, which basically reduces damage taken. But you really want to use his combo attack, skill 2 and skill 1 when required. So absolutely top tier character, and initially when you start the game, definitely a must have because you want to clear the red stage for your gear farming. Absolutely a must-have character, honestly. Now, coming in at number 3, I actually wanted to place him at number 1, but it is Lotus. Now, Lotus is a fantastic character and honestly a must-have out of all the standard characters in the game. Has the ability to, you know, be good in both PvE and PvP content. The incapacitate, basically increasing your damage, and the buff removal, reduce speed, insane. Reduce mobility as well, has the ability to extend a debuff, basically reduce damage resistance, plus has the ability to apply reduced mobility as well. This guy is just all around an absolutely amazing character. He is going to be the character that I'm going to try to max out of the standard characters. I believe the game does give you a way to actually max out a character, so I do have this box available which I can select a where is it? Was it this one? Is it this one? No, it's not this one. There's a thingy I can pick. I think is this one. So you can get extra dupes. I am going to be focusing all on Lotus. He's absolutely insane, guys. Definitely top tier character in the game, and in my opinion, a must-have. Absolute must-have. Now, obviously, now the main question is, who is the top 2 characters in the game? Is Julius? Okay, obviously it's going to be Noelle or Julius. Now, where did I place these characters? Is Julius number 1? Is Noelle number 1? Well, drum roll, coming in at number 2, I put Julius. Now, you guys are going to be thinking, wait, Julius does way more damage than Noelle and blah, 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 blah. I think I prefer Noelle overall because not only does she does great damage, she also has the ability to provide you guys with shield. And I have mentioned in the future, more characters will be released with the shielding effect that honestly will help Noelle tank as well as deal insane amount of damage. Now, the issue I have with Julius is the fact that he's technically squishy. Now, that could be because of my build currently right now, but what I've noticed is even if I put him with some shield, he just keeps taking damage, honestly. Also, with the requirement for him being maxed out before he's better than Noelle in both PvP content, that's also a disadvantage because Noelle, you don't even need to max this character out. You just need 1 copy of Noelle and you already have a top tier DPS character. You don't need her skill page, and she's already performing extremely well. With Julius, honestly, because he's gonna die, you definitely want that passive unlocked where he has this over here. Increase it, well, when he dies he comes back again. You want this to be leveled up even higher so that he has that 100% revival, so he revives with 100% of his HP. And now you also want his skill pages as well. He just has a lot of requirements, and I don't think it's compared to Noelle where you just need 1 copy. I prefer Noelle over Julius, but his damage is simply fantastic, absolutely insane. His skill 2 is absolutely nutty, especially when you have that skill page on him as well. Overall, very top tier DPS character, definitely a must-have. Now, he's a special character. I believe they called him like exclusive character, in which once his banner goes away, it will not be added into the standard pools. You won't be able to get him unless his banner is out, so definitely get him out. He does what's it called, his banner is actually not great because you have a higher chance to pull off banner characters, which kind of sucks, but you know what, it's cool. And now coming in at number 1, I place Noelle because I just absolutely love this character, bro. The shield plus the great AoE damage, both top tier in both PvE and PvP. Now obviously Julius does counter Noelle in PvP because he can nuke her, which is definitely bad, but honestly, just having a character that's top tier in both PvE and PvP is just insane. Now for Julius to outright destroy Noelle, you need him maxed out. You need to focus on his speed stats as well, so he goes faster than Noelle, and that's just a lot more requirements compared to Noelle just being in your team. Focus on that ultimate damage plus skill 2. Absolutely amazing ability with the counter attack as well. Now this is just an overall better character for PvE as well, in my opinion, because you can just clear a lot of content with her. Great AoE damage, overall one of the top tier characters in the game. Now like I mentioned, you guys might not agree with my list, so go ahead and tell me down in the comment section where you would place certain characters. And because I skipped out, I didn't put Lit on this top 10, many people might disagree as well. Charlotte is absolutely amazing debuffer as well for just increasing your damage overall. Ghost is actually pretty good for buffing as well. There's a lot of top tier characters as well in this game that I just didn't include, but go ahead and tell me down in the comment section if you agree or disagree. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's been your boy AZ Gamer, and I'm out.